Okay, so welcome to this video on how to find and install software on your Linux Mint computer. We are going to start by clicking on the start button or whatever you call it and going to this icon here, which is the software manager, second down on the left hand side. So let's click that. It takes about 10 seconds to load the software manager. Whilst that's loading, I'll talk to you about the first thing we need to do, which is to refresh the list of packages. Depending on how long it's been since you used it, it could be very out of date, and if you've never used it at all, it will be really out of date. So the first thing you want to do when the software manager appears is to go up into the top right hand side and click on the hamburger menu bar 3 lines thing, and then select refresh the list of packages. This takes a little while. It can take 20 seconds or something. Depends on speed of your broadband and all that stuff. But when it appears, you'll see that we've got 3 areas of the screen. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. So this top area is the featured area, and they have various featured software shown there, and then you've got 12 categories here which you can click on and go into the categories, and then you've got top rated down here. All the well, most of the programs that you'll ever want to use is in this are in this software manager. So it's pretty simple really. However, let's actually go through and install something. Let's install VLC, a really good media player, and I don't think it's on here. So here it is. Okay, right, let me show you here. So here's the screen. Here's the VLC screen. So basically we've got an install button, great. We've got a picture and some details down here. And here we have a selector, and you can either select to install the Flatpak version or the system package version. Now let me show you something. If I opt to install the system package version, it's going to take, in fact, before I talk about the space, let me show you the versions. If I opt to install the system package version, it's going to install version 3.0.16-1 build 7. Basically 3.0.16. If I opt to install the 3.0.16, if I opt to install the Flatpak version, it installs version 3.0.21, a much newer version. So Flatpaks are usually a newer version when compared to a system package. So that is the versions discussed. Let me now discuss the package size. Now here is the system package version, and you'll see down here it's going to take up 47 megabytes of space on the disk once it's installed. 47 meg, okay? Not 47 gig or terabytes, just 47 megabytes. Now, if I change this to Flatpak, so 47 meg. Ta-da! Now, if I install the Flatpak version, that fat boy is going to take up 2.7 gig. That's 2,700 megabytes. So 47 meg versus 2,700 meg. Now, if you're anything like me, you think, what the bloody hell's going on there? So here's the long and the short of the differences between installing a system package and a Flatpak package. If you install, click the system package, what happens is it just downloads and installs the program VLC and a few other little bits and pieces, but not anything major. It relies on your operating system, Linux Mint, to already have a lot of that stuff in place, and it does not duplicate it. It just uses those libraries and what have you that you already have. As such, it can get away with installing a small amount of stuff, 47 meg. If, on the other hand, you install this Flatpak package, what it does is it downloads and installs everything in its own kind of Flatpak environment. So there's some duplicates with what's already on your system. However, the good part about a Flatpak is it's that one, it's newer versions, and two, it's always going to work. It doesn't rely on your computer having certain libraries and bits and pieces and software installed. So I think from a security perspective as well, it's more enclosed than the system, so it should be more reliable from that perspective. But my preference is to install the system package unless there isn't a system package, or if the system package doesn't work, and then do the Fat Boy, then do the Flatpak version. So let me show you what happens if I install the system package. So let's click install. It says there's a few extra bits and pieces it needs. I'm going to say continue. It's going to ask me for my root password. I'm not going to tell you what that is. It is secret. And it's installing the system package for VLC. If this was installing a Flatpak version, I'd have to fast forward the video because it takes bloody ages. And here we are, it's done. So I can click on launch, dink, and there it is loaded. So, and it also puts it, as you're installing it from this lovely software manager, it's all integrated into Linux Mint. So you'll find that in one of these menus, you'll find VLC somewhere, if you can find it. What is it going to be under? Other programming, sound and video. There we go, sound and video, VLC player. Click, and there it is, nice and quick, because it's only 47 meg, not 2,700 big fat megs. So there you go. And if I go back to here, you can do the same with lots of other pieces of software. Let's use Blender as an example. I don't think that's installed on here. So let's have a look. System package, 811 meg. It's a big, powerful program. Flatpak. Let's have a look. 1,300 gig. So it's 1,300 meg even. So it's normally the same story. Now bear in mind here that once you've installed a Flatpak application, a lot of the libraries that Flatpak needs are already in there. So when you install the next Flatpak application, it doesn't need to install all this Flatpak stuff. So Flatpak becomes more efficient the more you use it. There are pros and cons. You can go on the internet and read about system packages versus Flatpaks if you really like. But that is the long and the short of it, and that's my video. Ta-ra!